Yo, what's up? Today we're going to be reducing the Deathslinger's radius by a huge amount. So first of all, we have this add-on, the Gold Creek Whiskey. So the lower we're aiming our weapon, our terror radius is decreased by 8 meters. Paired with this add-on, Martial Badge, it's decreased by another 4 meters. We're also going to be using this perk, Monitor and Abuse. So while we're not in chase, our terror radius is reduced by another 8 meters. So with these three combined, while we're aiming our weapon, our terror radius is only 12 meters. We've also got Lethal Pursuer, so at the start of the game, each survivor is shown to us for 9 seconds, and any other reading ability is extended by 2 seconds. We've got Nowhere to Hide, so while we kick a generator, everyone around that gen is showed for 7 seconds with Lethal Pursuer, and Scourging Pain Rest for just some slowdown. Also, as you'll see in the video, out of all the builds I've ever played on this channel, this one makes survivors DC the most. But yeah, that's basically it, and let's get into the games. Alright, I have Lambkin Lane. This should be an alright map for this. And yeah, with Lethal Pursuer, we should see the auras of every single survivor. We've got 3 here, and one probably doesn't have his aura shown, which is fine. I will just use my little power to sneak up to them. Oh no, all 4 of them are here. And damn, they already can hear my terror radius since I'm so close. But because I just showed up, like last second, they didn't hear me. Like, until I was right in the house, you know. Let me just actually pick her up and hook her on this Scourging right next to me. You know, get a quick down at the start of the game. And this is already instant pressure. Like, we didn't even have to do anything. Lethal showed us their auras, and with our add-ons we could sneak up to them. But yeah, we've got the Tori here. Over here. Oh my god, I guess she was stuck in a bush or something. But let me just shoot her over here, and nice! We barely got her. Hopefully you get her here. And nice. Let me just hook her. Actually, nah, I won't hook her. Let me just slug her, since there's like 4 survivors here. That's probably the smarter thing to do. I will just go around in case they were healing under the hook. But I guess someone's on the gen, which is also fine. You know, I can just go up to this gen. And as you can see, they're still working on it for some reason. So let me just go and... nice, we see the Meg here. I will just injure the Claude, since there's even more survivors here. Then go for the Meg, you know, get pressure onto everyone so everyone's injured. And actually, she healed the Tori, but it doesn't really matter. I didn't want to hook her on the Scourging since there's like no progress in every gen right now. I won't pick her up since there's someone there. Actually, I will. I don't think there's anyone nearby yet. And nice. Let me actually hook her on this hook now, since there's been some time since the start of the game, and they've probably got some progress. So it's probably the smarter thing to do. And I will aim, since I think there is somewhere nearby. I'm not too sure though. And I think I hear a Meg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's upstairs healing. Yeah, she was using a medkit. Let me just vault after her. Probably use my gun. I won't actually shoot yet, since if I miss, then it would be pretty detrimental. But if I wait until here and then shoot, then it's pretty much over. There's nothing she can do, and she's just downed. Yeah, this game is actually going insanely. Like, they had no time to do anything since the start when I sneaked up to them. And yeah, they're probably going to be healing there. So let me just reload and then try to sneak up with my power. Unless they walked away, which is, you know, also a possibility. Which they did do, yeah, you know, not surprising. But I think I see the Tori here. Yeah, this is unfortunate. And I think she dead-hearted into me too. Yeah, that was not a smart play to go straight running into a killer expecting him to hit you instantly. Since I kind of do expect these perks with so many hours I've played in this game. Either way, let's just go back to that hook now, since someone got on a hook. And she did DC, which is honestly an understandable reaction. I will just keep aiming, since I think the survivors are over here and they won't be hearing my terror radius. Yeah, because of my add-ons, then nobody could hear me. Let me just go for this Meg, which was trying to body block for her, which is smart, because that's what you should do when the killer hooked a survivor. But she was injured, which is you know, not that smart, and she DC'd too. Yeah, that is pretty unfortunate, but oh, and everyone DC'd. Yeah, let's just get into the next game now. Alright, next game, we've got Dead Dog Saloon. Yeah, that one before ended pretty interestingly. That just proves how strong this build actually is. And we see all 4 survivors on this side of the map, so they're probably going to go work for that gen. I will just try to sneak up. I don't think they know I'm here. Or actually, watch this. Let me just shoot him and damn! Yeah, that's unfortunate. If I hit him, that would be pretty strong, but, you know, I can't get that strong of a start of the game like the last one, you know? It doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, either way, let me just go for these survivors. It's still pretty good. Let me just go hit him over here. Or just go downstairs, you know? That still works too. And maybe we get him here. Ooh, barely missed. Anyways, if you made this far into the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and, you know, do that other stuff because I only have like 430 subscribers and I really appreciate it. Let me actually leave him here and go for the survivor that's over here. Yeah, I'll actually go kick the gen first for Nora to hide. To see any auras, and oh my god, I guess she was hiding behind the gen the entire time. And now she's dead. She put it on a styptic, so she's got endurance for 6 seconds. And yeah, let's just wait it out together, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Alright, we've got a hook over here in the middle. So let me just get her onto it, you know? Get a quick pain res. That was a pretty funny situation, but either way, we should be going upstairs now because I think there's a survivor working on that gen. And since I don't think there's anyone else nearby, that will be the best decision to do. Let's see. We've got scratch marks here and someone's going for the unhook. So let me just go and get him. And it's the one that's injured. Yeah, let me just pick him up. I think she's teabagging. Oh, she's teabagging the survivor. I thought she was teabagging me. Yeah, let me just leave her alone. To give them a chance to do anything at least, because I feel sorry for them, you know. And we've got a survivor here. Let me just shoot him. This game is going actually better than the last one, I'd say. Don't tell me these survivors are also giving up. Second game in a row. Oh my god. Let me just give this Fang a chance and hook this survivor instead, because I do feel pretty sorry for them both. Yeah, this game is probably gonna end up in a similar situation as the last one, but yeah, either way, let's see. Anyone nearby? I don't think so. Let me just go back to this gen just in case anyone's working on it. I want to give them a chance to reset because I feel sorry for them. And yeah, they actually popped the gens, which is good for them. It is the furthest gen for me, which is interesting. So see, they're not doing that bad, and I'll actually let her unhook the survivor because I do feel pretty bad for them either way. You know, I don't want to rush in and, you know, do stuff like that. Damn, I still do. Oh my god, was that a dead hard? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let me just hook her on this hook and just act as if nothing happened. Yeah, sorry David, but you're also going down. Like, I can't just let these survivors get too many chances. I'd probably let them get like 3 chances. And oh my god, that was a Sable jump scare. I will actually let her unhook and then go for the gen upstairs. Maybe give them like the 5th chance to do anything. Yeah, never mind. Seems like they're not going to do anything. So let me just pick her up and get this game over with already. Hook her on this hook and go for the other survivors that are actually trying, because, you know, I'm pretty sure the David is working on that gen and the Sable is still doing some stuff. So yeah, I will use Nord to hide to kick this gen to get some aura reading. And oh my god, yeah, I did get Blast Mine, so I guess that's karma for being too good at this game. Let's see, there is a David over here, so maybe I could have gotten that shot, but is it just me or does he see my aura? I think she has, I mean he has objects of obsession. Interesting. He either has wall hacks or objects of obsession, but let me just bet on objects of obsession. I don't like to say that survivors are cheating because, you know, that's pretty toxic if you just assume that survivors are cheating, you know. That's the problem with most streamers nowadays. When they lose and, oh, let's see. We have a surprise guest here. Either way, I was gonna say that survivors nowadays just assume that survivors are cheating because, like, they get in front of you first flashlight save or move faster than you think, but, you know, you can just assume there are perks too, you know, it's not always cheating. But yeah, let's just click the Sable here and go for the David, since I'm pretty sure this match is also over like the next one. I mean the last one, sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the survivor just got hooked, so let me just use my small terror radius once again in this game and try to sneak up to them. Oh, and there they are. I forgot that they were behind me and not in front of me. I did miss pretty badly there, but yeah. Look how cute she is. Either way, let me just end her suffering. And she is actually trying to escape. How cute. Too bad that I have a gun and I can just shoot her and she can get 0 distance on me. And this David is here too. let me just end his suffering and end the game here, since, you know, it is pretty sad how they're doing. That was a pretty unfortunate miss, but, ooh, damn. That was my bad. Let me just reload here and just end this game already, you know what I'm saying? Since it's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, GG's. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you know, do that other stuff because I do really appreciate it. And yeah, GG's. This build is way better than I actually expected. It's crazy how out of all the builds I ever played in like the last year, this one is the one that makes most survivors DC. Like, it's actually crazy. I can't believe this build actually works so well. But yeah, subscribe.